Hi guys, hope you guys are doing great. Now this is another video in the analogy series for lifestyle diseases where we are comparing the lifestyle diseases with more relatable or day-to-day examples for a better understanding of these lifestyle diseases, and once we understand them better we can obviously tackle them better. So these medicines that are being taken for lifestyle diseases, they are generally taken for life because they are not dealing with the disease, which we have discussed even in the past videos. They are only dealing with the symptoms, and since they are only dealing with the symptoms, it is only the symptoms are only coming and going back, whereas the disease is where it is, and hence it has to be taken for life. And these medicines have a lot of side effects, which we all know, and hence we want to get rid of them so that we can improve the quality of our life and our health. So this analogy is for diabetics, and I'm comparing it with something you might find it weird or funny, but so it is. I am comparing diabetes with alcoholism. And why is it so? I'll try to explain. So what is alcoholism? That whenever a person starts drinking for the first time, that 130 ml of one peg of 30 ml gives the person the high. Now, over a period of time, we all know that in order to get that same level of high, maybe now the person needs 3 pegs, and then again over a passage of time, to get the same high, the person might be needing 5 pegs. Now, while the high is same, the amount of alcohol going into the system has gone up 5 times. So, in order to get the same result, the output is the same, but the input is 5 times more, and that is going into the system and it is playing around with the system. And it damages the system because instead of 30 ml, the person is now taking almost 150 ml, and it can only go up and to get the same result, while that quantity of the alcohol going into the body is high, and hence it is creating more damage into the system. So now what is what is diabetes, and how is it related to this situation? So what is diabetes? First of all, let's understand that many of us feel that diabetes is a condition where our body is not producing enough insulin, and hence it is required from outside. In many cases it is true, but in most cases we may not be even aware that actually our body is producing a very high amount of insulin. And just like our body is becoming resistant to alcohol, for an alcoholic, the body becomes resistant to alcohol, and to get the same output it requires more alcohol. Similarly, in case of diabetics, to perform or to do the same amount or to tackle the same amount of sugar, now the body requires more amount of insulin, and it goes beyond a certain level where the body is unable to produce more, and hence it is taken from outside, but the body is already producing probably 5 times more than what it was producing earlier. So it is not that the body is producing less and less of insulin, but the issue is that the body is now demanding more and more insulin to deal with the same situation. So this is comparable to both. Now, how to deal with it? Obviously, for alcoholism, I'm not an expert, so I cannot say how to deal with that. But how we can deal with diabetes is what I can just give my views on it. So, in most cases, diabetes we deal only keeping the sugar levels in mind, whereas we do not keep a tab of the insulin levels, and that is where the problem is, and that is where the root cause is. That while the sugar is going down with higher amount of insulin, that is the symptom is going away, but the disease is where it is, that the levels of insulin is very high, and that high amount of insulin does not only reduce the sugar, it also affects the other working of the body, and it also affects the metabolism, overall metabolism of our body, and hence it adversely affects our health. So the treatment or the way to deal with it would be to take care of the levels of insulin as well, along with the levels of sugar. Now the first point that will come in the mind, that if we reduce the level of insulin, then the level of sugar will go up, which is absolutely true. So we have to find a situation where we can reduce the level of insulin without increasing the level of sugar, and that is what it requires for diabetics to deal with and how to deal with the situation. So we have to take care of both in order to get a long-term solution, and just not keep a tab on the sugar, but also keep a tab on the level of insulin. And how that can be done, again, it's very simple. Since it's a lifestyle disease, it can be done by improving the lifestyle. We can make our body, train our body to improve its resistance towards insulin. So we can again train the body to come back to its original state, where earlier if it was requiring say 1 unit instead of 3 units, we can again train the body to bring back to its level where even 1 unit of insulin can do the job of handling 1 unit of sugar, so that external need of insulin will not be there, and hence we will be tackling the disease. And this can be done by simple lifestyle changes, nothing extreme, nothing extraordinary. Simple lifestyle changes will give us these results. I hope I have been able to explain this, and I hope this will be of use to you. For more details on this and to know more how we can do it, do get in touch with me, do leave your comments, or get in touch with me directly. I will be most happy to guide as much as I can. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Until we meet again, be healthy, be happy, and be safe. Thank you so much.